Hey guys, probably this video will have a quite limited area of interest for some of you only, but for those who was looking on my builds and followed my Mocha build, which was my recent build, and you remember that we have a leaking Admiral radiator, and a lot of people asking like what's happened, it was gasket and things like this, so it's left unanswered. I was curious myself, but I didn't have enough time to deal with this, so basically I just moved to regular rad and just use my own dark side radiator, and that was the end of the story. But I always want to know what's the problem, because we have a couple other guys who experience leaking radiators in both in States and Canada, so it was an unanswered type of mystery in a way, what's happening with that model. And also it's already discontinued, it doesn't seem it will be produced, so whatever who owns them, it's kind of unique item, and I don't think it will go anywhere, so it's more like collectible situation became at this point. But by accident I was able to discover what actually exactly happened with those leaking radiators, and we probably will be able even to restore a number of air-made units that we have in store, because I was able to secure shipment of spare parts. So essentially the problem with those slowly leaking radiators as Admiral radiators wasn't belong to gasket or any kind of problem with the sealing of radiator. Apparently, by accident, I decided to remove side panels, because it had removable side panels from the rod, and I noticed that this was a little crack on this plastic side cap. So the end panels on both sides, they made out of plastic, and I know that there's a crack here. So I started inspecting it more carefully, and I will make a shot a bit later and hopefully I can insert it. That apparently the problem with those leaking radiators seems belong the fact that those side panel, when they get under the stress of be tightening together, they're actually failing. So you have a crack in a body of this plastic panel, and that's from where the liquid is coming from. So there's nothing wrong with the gaskets or anything like this. So basically, in order to fix it, you need to replace side panel. That's what we're trying to get from TFC, to see if we can get spare part and we can restore a number of rods, because it's a kind of interesting item. Maybe that doesn't perform like out of this world, but it's kind of cool. And actually I had one for a while in my orange build, and it's no dust sticking to it, which was fantastic, because usually not the situation with regular radiators, we get dusty pretty quick. This one was pretty cool. It's because the spacing and everything so big on those that it seems nothing really sticking to them much. So it was great model. I had the acceptable performance characteristics. You remember I had a overclocking video about it, and we had pretty good results. Also fans was rather fast. So it's you know, it's a rare item. Wouldn't see much of those around, but at least I found the way to fix a couple of those, and we also still have a couple in stock, so I will going to open every single package to inspect them for the damage to the plastic cup, and if it's required I will be going to disassemble and fix them manually. So this is something that we're planning to do, because to be honest with you, we even were afraid to sell them much, because randomly you have this guy or that guy have a leaking model, and it's not pleasant to deal with RMA. So my usual strategy at the store, if one manufacturer starts failing in quality, or this particular model starts failing in quality, I just cut them and I don't sell them. So despite the people will scream and demand, if it's garbage, go to somewhere else, right? So basically we was not really pushing for those Admirals for that reason, as a part of the low quality or potentially dangerous items. Anyways, so that's answers the question for those of you guys who might potentially have a problem with your rod and you didn't throw it in the garbage. Contact your retailer and see if they're capable to reach TFC and get a spare part for you, so you can recover your item, because it's not that bad if it's not leaking, right? Okay guys, that's all I wanted to share with you. Just didn't want to keep it for my own, and well, thank you for supporting channel, and see you soon.